Well, wait. Well, we
Did
can
you want
walk.
to put it in? Does it not fit?
Try putting it on. Let's see. I don't think that's
We can do it, folks.
Oh, it might. Oh, it might. Okay.
Let's go.
Woo! Okay.
Back again.
Sweet. Hopefully
Welcome
everyone's
back.
joining back
Welcome
on.
back.
We took a little break, but we are back. We are in North Campus. Let me show you the outside.
North Campus. So North Campus is what we use to identify like a conglomerate of all of the different halls on this side of the campus. So North Campus is comprised of Esken Hall, Hall, and the Konkow houses. Esken and Machupta are identical in the layout, so we're just going to show you Esken today.
I'm glad people are joining back on.
Did you
Thank
miss
you.
us? I would have missed us. So this is, again, the main lounge lobby. This is where you would go to check in if you had problems, issues, things like that. We didn't pass by it in Whitney or in Sutter, but this is where what the professional staff office is. One of them. There's two in every community. I think there'll be one in every community, actually. And the professional staff members are full-time, live-in professional staff. They have master's degrees. They went to school for student affairs, higher education. And so they have a lot of knowledge and experience to help you transition and help you with your home away from home experiences. In here, and again, we're in the process of cleaning and making sure everything's all up to standard for when you arrive. But this is one of our lounge spaces. Again, ping pong is like quintessential to college. It's like ping pong and pizza. I don't know. And pool, all the P words, I guess. But this is one of the like rec area lounges. I think there's a shuffleboard. Yeah, in one of the other ones. TV for those bachelorette nights. So popular. Popular.
You're gonna be popular.
I'm so glad you got that.
I love Wicked.
Has anybody watched Hamilton? I know that it is
Yes.
kind of problematic, but the music is so good.
It is really good.
I didn't grab a master key. I'm gonna see if one of the spaces are open.
No worries. Where is this? So we are in Esken Hall, which is identical to Machupta Hall. Pretty similar. Hello. And this residence hall is a part of North Campus.
Welcome to North Campus. So this is a double room in North Campus. Ooh.
Nice.
Beautiful. Again, just a double room. Even though there will only be one person in here, you will be charged the double rate. You're not going to be charged a single rate, and all of the furniture will remain. So you don't need to grab new furniture.
Nice.
The reason why I like Esken and Machupta is that you kind of have like little pockets and quads of people. So even though it's like a traditional long hall, if you come outside, like you have like a kind of like a section of 4 people that you're probably going to get to know.
Oh,
pretty
I
well.
see. Yeah. Oh,
It's
that's
almost
true.
like a suite in a sense. I kind of like that.
Like your like 3 little neighbors.
Yeah. 3 little neighbors.
3 little neighbors.
I like that. So this is the layout of what Esken looks like. It's cool. On the upper floor is a patio that you can go hang out on, as well as another study space that's just for studying.
Nice.
No distractions.
Awesome. So again, if you have questions, we are reading them, so please go ahead and put those in the comments.
Don't be shy. We got any questions?
No, people are just saying hello.
Hello there. Ni hao na. Let's see.
Some vending machines.
North Campus is cool because it is next to our soccer fields, our rugby fields.
Yes.
Again, it's got a little bit of separation from the main campus, which is, I think, ideal.
Will there be themed housing?
Yes, we're actually going to move over right now to Konkow so that you can see, a lot of our themed housing lives in Konkow. So you can see what that space looks like. The other places that hold our themed housing are Whitney Hall. So Whitney Hall will have our honors themed housing on a couple floors. And so if you haven't applied to, I think you had to apply to be in the honors program and be on the honors floor. And as well, we will have Wild About Business. Wild About Business is for students who are looking to study anything business related, business administration, things like that. And so that will also be in Whitney Hall. Now, what is in Konkow is we have Lavender Living, which is for our LGBTQ and ally populations. We have First Gen for students who are first generation. Project Math. I don't really know how to math. And I'm trying to think. I think there's one other one. Oh, global experience, and that's for students who are wanting to potentially maybe travel abroad one day. And typically during a non-COVID year, we pair a domestic student with an international student for the global experience. The other themed housing that we have is at University Village, and that is our ag themed housing. So if you are studying anything ag related, you could be put into a building with people who are also studying ag themed housing. The great thing about themed housing is that you are connected with resources on campus, not only faculty and classes and obviously your peers, but you're given the opportunity to go on to like different field trips, excursions, just different experiences. So that's what the benefit of themed housing is.
Nice. Someone's asking how will move-in work with appointments?
So we did move out with appointments, and it was like wildly successful. And so what will happen is we'll give you a day or days to choose from and a time slot to choose from. You'll choose the day or the time slot that you want to move in on. We haven't necessarily determined the length of hours, but probably like 2 to 3 hours that you can move in. You'll have to wear a mask. You'll have to have your temperature taken by the Wellcat Health Center, and you'll have one person that will be able to help you. That doesn't mean that you can't bring up your whole entire family, but that is one designated person to assist you with moving your stuff in.
Nice. Someone said, so what if we don't want to live on campus or live with someone who does not go to the school? If you do not want to live on campus, you absolutely do not have to at Chico State. It is not mandatory for first year students to live here. And if you don't want to live with someone who doesn't go to the school, then I just highly recommend talking with the person ahead of time so you can confirm, that you will make good roommates or not.
If you don't want to live with somebody who goes to this, who is a Chico State, I guess you could try Craigslist. For people who don't want to live on campus, what I would recommend is if you've already applied, make sure you cancel your housing application. But also there's a really great website that we have on Chico State. It's called Off-Campus Student Services.
Yeah. Off-Campus
Student Services has apartment complexes that have been vetted by the university, so we feel comfortable referring students to them. It's called the Connections List. There's also a certification program that you can do. It's like a 45-minute presentation, like informational guide, and then you take a short quiz at the end, you get your certificate. Those apartment complexes will do something in kind, sometimes waiving your application fee. That's like $55 or $65 back in your pocket.
Awesome.
Yeah. So this is Konkow. Konkow are comprised of what we call houses. And so they're a little bit bigger. They've got kitchens and bigger bathrooms and bigger lounge spaces. What I'm going to show you first is our Konkow Embassy, and it's the lounge area, the rec area for Konkow.
Which halls are for transfer students?
University Village is for transfer and returning students.
So if you're transferring, that would be the residence hall that you can expect to be assigned to?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So yeah, I know multiple people asked for transfer students. You will be in University Village, and we will get to that. That's where we're headed next after here.
So this is the Konkow Embassy. Anybody can use it from North Campus, but I think mostly Konkow students use it. You can project movies on here, obviously, from this computer. If you're doing a huge presentation and want to practice, you've got the whiteboards. It's, again, just another great space for students to be able to hang out or study or relax.
Someone said only one person is allowed in our room to help us move in.
Yes.
Yes.
And I think that is daunting, but I think one thing to remember is that when we typically do move in, there's not a lot of people who bring like hella people.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know that it'll make a huge impact, but I understand your concern. So we're still getting all of move-in situated. It's obviously new experience, and so it's a little bit different. So that's what we're kind of working on. Let's see.
Let's see. Is on-campus housing definite for the fall?
Yes.
Yes, it is. And if you weren't here earlier, all of the rooms are going to be just a single occupant in them. So even if it's a double, a room meant for 2 people, 3 people, we're only having 1 person in every room. And in terms of pricing, you will be getting charged the double room rate, which is awesome. Yeah, someone said that only singles are being offered right now. You are correct. Only singles are being offered right now, but the furniture is going to remain in that room since we don't have another place to really store them right now. But you can get creative and, you know, rearrange it to make it homey and comfortable for you. If you applied to housing and decided you do not want to live here, please go online and cancel your application.
And you can do that by going to where you originally applied, which was on our website. And what will happen is you'll go to your residence center and you will go to requests. Under requests is where you can request to cancel your housing application.
Awesome. So yes, if you got a room, if you got assigned for, if you were, fortunate enough to get a room for the first semester and you decide to stay home, you can please let us know and cancel that as soon as possible, like Emily just stated on the website. For those of you just joining, asking about UV, we have not done UV yet. We are in North Campus, and this is a Konkow house, and we are heading to UV shortly after this.
So this is Konkow. Konkow is awesome. Look at all this countertop space.
Yeah, that's a lot.
I don't cook. I could burn a salad. But if you're into cooking, hot dog. So we have 3 giant industrial fridges. Right? Ginormous. Freezer. I think one
Yeah,
is a
those
freezer.
are big.
2 stoves. There's a lot of kitchen space. And think now, typically in a non-COVID year, we would have anywhere from 13 to 18 people in one of these spaces, depending on the layout. Some are a little bit bigger. So you're going to have a lot of space because there will only be 1 person in each room.
Oh, yeah.
So we have a big kitchen, and then we have this pantry as well.
See this? I'll walk over to the pantry.
Big pantry.
Oh, this is cute.
Yeah.
This could be another room.
yeah. This will be mine. Just call me Harry Potter. The pantry under the stairs.
Nice. And you do have to bring your own pots and pans and kitchen stuff here?
Yeah, I think there are some that are provided, but it's just easier for you to have your own. You're eventually going to move into your own apartment, so if you know you're going to move into Konkow, you might as well invest in some
kitchen appliances, yeah. Some kitchen stuff to cook.
Put the dang keys.
And I can't remember if you touched on this earlier, but the dining hall will be open.
Yes.
And meal plans do come with living in the residence halls.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So what Diana has right behind her is this is a single. This is a true single, like just a single for 1 person. So in a normal year, this is what a single space would look like.
And it's still pretty nice.
Yeah, it's big. It is big for a single. And then I think over here is, this is a triple over here. Step into my office.
I love this furniture.
I like dark wood.
I know, me too.
I really like dark wood. This isn't the 90s. We don't need light wood anymore. Again, bunk beds for the triples. You cannot make your own bunk bed. I know there would be so much more space for activities, like all your TikToks and stuff, but you cannot. So this is what a triple room looks like.
Someone is asking, is that enough housing for everyone? No, it is not. We are at different capacity levels, right?
Yes. So we have 1,036 spaces that have been approved by the Chancellor's office for us. That's 46% of our occupancy. And when I checked this morning, we were not at capacity for individuals who said that they wanted to live with us.
So people can still apply. It's not too late to apply.
Yes, we're always accepting applications. Even like if it's the day before school starts, we're always accepting applications.
So it's never too late to apply. We are always accepting applications, like Emily just said. And yes, for those of you asking, this will be saved as well. But if you have a question for us, I definitely recommend staying on so that we can answer, any questions you might have personally, the best that we can right now. I mean, when else could you have an housing expert just right here for you, ready to answer?
We're here for you, y'all. You can ask us about our experiences as students. I'm a master's student. Dan is a senior.
If you don't meet capacity, will you still offer housing?
Yes.
Yes.
100%.
Good question. Yes, we will.
That's a great question. So this is the double space in in Esken, and again, Konkow. Pretty nice. Very nice.
Yes. And a lot of you are asking about dates, like in terms of when school starts and all that good stuff. And there's a calendar on the school website as well that will have all of those important dates too.
Yeah. And keep in mind that the movement dates...
Someone commented on your gorgeous earrings.
Do they love them? Thank you.
I love it. Yeah.
I had my trans pride earrings on. They're like rainbows with the trans colors.
Oh, nice.
I thought I'd switch it up today.
Someone's apologizing for asking all the mom questions.
No.
Please don't apologize. That's what we want.
Yes.
Trust me, if you are thinking it, chances are a lot of other people are also thinking the same thing and maybe just not asking.
It's hard because Diana and I already carry all of this information, so it's one of those things that we don't know
what to
talk about because
we
already know it. Makes it a little bit difficult. Oh yeah, so this is like one of the lounge spaces.
Yeah, it's pretty spacious. I mean, it's meant to hold more people that are going to be living here in the fall. So
if I knew how to do TikTok dances, I would do them, but I don't. So just compliment me on my skills regardless.
Nice.
So yeah, this is these are the Konkow houses.
Awesome. So Konkow houses.
One thing to keep in mind is Konkow and University Village are the lower price points, the lowest price points because they have a kitchen. So the idea is that you would be cooking and therefore you have a lower meal plan. However, if you want to bump yourself up to a higher meal plan, you're more than welcome to.
Yeah, someone asked how can they upgrade their meal plan.
So if you, I think if you go into requests, actually what will happen is once you get your placement, then you'll be able to adjust what your meal plan is. What I typically tell students is we have 4 different meal plans. There's the mini meal plan, which is only for Konkow and only for University Village because they have kitchens. You can always upgrade to a full meal plan. The full meal plan is the same price for all 3 of them. They're just designated differently. So there's the Wildcat, the Bidwell, and the Chico meal plans. The difference is that we have what is called Flex Cash. Flex Cash is what you can use on campus at like the convenience stores, the BMU, the student union. So you can use it in any of those places, but the higher amount of Flex Cash that you get, the lower amount of swipes. And so I always tell students, go for the package that has the low amount of swipes and the high amount of Flex Cash, because you can always add 25 packs of swipes to your meal plan. Like any time of the year, you can add a 25 meal block plan. And because they don't necessarily roll over for the next semester, your Flex Cash does, but your meal swipes don't. More often than not, we see students who don't use all of their meal plans.
Yeah.
If you know you're going to go home, if you know you're not going to be here on the weekends, things like that. If you're like me and you're like, oh, it's been 5 minutes since I've eaten, oh no, you should probably get the higher meal plan, but you can always add blocks of meals, not a big deal.
Nice.
All right.
Right.
Let's move
so this
to
is
what
Konkow.
everybody's been clamoring for.
Yeah, University Village. What? I mean, I might be a little biased. I lived there 2 years.
It's my favorite.
It is my favorite. I feel like it doesn't get as much recognition as it should.
No, it doesn't.
Someone is asking, We already answered this earlier, but I totally understand if you're just joining us. I'm happy to answer questions more than once. Asking about whether the furniture will still be in the room since only one person will be living in a room that's meant for multiple people. And the answer to that is yes, the furniture will still be in the room. We don't have a place to put that. Thank you. We don't have a place to really put all of the extra furniture. So, yes, there will be like 2 desks, 2 beds, 2 dressers. But like I said, I encourage y'all to just get creative in terms of how you can rearrange your furniture and kind of make the space the best it can be for you.
All right. So we're walking back. We're going to go to University Village. University Village is less than a mile off campus. I think a lot of people are like, oh, it's so far. No, it is less than a mile from campus. Well, hello again.
Okay.
I have a question.
Will the pool be open?
I think it's still being decided. I haven't heard that it'll be closed.
Okay, so in case you didn't hear me over the noise, the pool is still waiting. We're still waiting to hear on whether that will be open or not.
Even if the pool isn't open, what's great about Chico is there's so much natural pools in our hiking areas.
Yeah.
Right now we're in Machupta, so you see we have air hockey, we have shuffleboard.
It looks pretty much exactly the same as us.
Yeah, it is.
I thought we were in Esken for a second.
No, not yet. Chico has a lot of natural pools, so swimming holes that you can utilize, and they're easy to get to. There's harder hikes that you can do, but there are ones that are like you park your car and you walk down.
Thank you. Yes.
So there's a lot of opportunities, even if those pools aren't open. I'm not sure about the rec center if their pools will be open. I know the rec center will be open.
That just answered somebody's question too.
Oh,
People keep asking about the rec. Again, everything you will hear about as we learn as well, like updates about things that will be open or not. And like Emily was saying, we are home to, or Chico is home to the 3rd largest municipal park in the country, Bidwell Park. So there is plenty of outdoor activity. Honestly, within a bike ride of the residence halls, a short walk from some of the ones on main campus, like Whitney Hall, Sutter, Shasta Lassen.
Like Lower Bidwell.
Yeah, Lower Bidwell Park. There's 1 mile, which is a really awesome, huge natural swimming pool that gets pretty busy during hot summer days like today. But a lot of cool swimming spots, hiking, trail spots, biking, all that good stuff.
We're back in Esken. Back again.
People keep asking if sororities will be rushing. I have no idea.
Typically, recognized sororities and fraternities don't rush until spring.
Yes.
Our campus does it a little bit differently. So our fall recruitment is for unaffiliated organizations, so non-Pan-Hellenic fraternity and sorority affairs. All spring recruitment will be done in spring. That's when the affiliated groups will do it.
And hopefully everything will be better by spring.
Yes, I imagine even though that everything is going to be virtual, that they will still be doing some sort of recruitment and rushing and things like that.
Yeah, to make sure the organizations stay
So
strong.
our golf cart died, so we're going to take my sweet Millennium Falcon vehicle. You're more than welcome to keep filling, because that way you can see how freaking close University Village is.
I could film the outside, like the drive.
Yeah,
okay. So you'll get to go on a little ride with us.
Once I find my key.
How do people do laundry? We can show a laundry room
Yeah, we'll show
at
you
UV. So in a couple minutes, you'll see how quick it takes us to get to University Village. We will show you a laundry room so you can see how you can do laundry.
And there's a laundry spaces in every community.
Yeah, all of the residence halls that we've shown you have laundry on them, in them. Have you done Esken Hall? Yes, we just, my mask. We just did Esken Hall.
Can you see it?
Oh, I'll just do it from the outside. Yeah, there you go. Okay, show Shasta Hall. Yes, we showed Shasta. Shasta We didn't show it because it's basically the exact same as Lavender Hall. So if you want to know what Shasta looks like,
I think he posted that one.
I posted it, yeah. And this is Esken Hall for those of you asking. And then this is a track and field stadium right there, our baseball stadium, softball stadiums. So you're really close to all the athletic fields.
I feel like that's a rugby over there, probably. Those psychos. Rugby is like a gnarly sport, man.
I know, it's intense, but it's cool to watch.
Yeah, it's so cool to watch. You do rugby, good for you.
Parking space. Yeah, this is a lot of parking. What can you tell us about parking, Emily?
So what's typically, again, during a non-COVID year, is we do a parking lottery. I doubt that we'll have to do that this year. We're still waiting to hear what's going to happen for the B lot. And B lot is for students who live on campus. We don't have enough parking for all the students that live on campus during a regular school year. We're still waiting to hear what's going to happen for the fall. Now, for University Village, we're only going to have 250 students at University Village, and we have 300 parking spaces. So I imagine that if you're really concerned about parking, that you can sign up to live at University Village, because you're going to get parking regardless.
Yeah, I think parking there has never really been
it's never been an issue. So right now we're driving to University Village. What you see on the right-hand side is actually, that's Chico High. They have a brand new stadium. On the left-hand side is North Campus. We're driving past North Campus. There's some little housing areas that you'll see. And again, super close. The B line, which is included in your tuition, is a part of what can take you to and from campus. So
are they still doing the shuttles from UV to campus?
I don't believe that they're doing the shuttles, but I'll show you where the B line stops at so that you can see.
So hopefully this feels like you guys are coming on the trip with us to UV. You'll see how close.
I know. I feel
this
like
is North Campus right here. I know, right? Some background noise.
Right?
This is North Campus right here. And it takes just a couple minutes to get to UV.
See, this is what we were talking about. It's super close. It seems a little bit longer, maybe because we're going by car, but you have the ability to cut through the fields.
Yeah, there's a bike lane back here that you can cut and ride your bike through and cross over to University Village. Someone's asking, do we need parking permits for UV?
Yes.
Yes, you do.
You'll get it because we're only having 250 people for 300 spaces.
Yes. And transfer students can only get into University Village, right?
Correct.
That is correct. Transfer students can only get into University Village. Will there also be first year students there?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Mondo's Coffee Shop over here on the left is the jam. Super, super good, and it's cool because they're like a work program for individuals with different disabilities, and so I love that.
They have a sign that says like, please be patient with us.
Yes.
It's really nice. There's a Safeway right here.
There's literally a Safeway across from University Village for all of your grocery shopping needs.
There's a lot of like eateries and gas and little shops.
I think also in that same shopping complex is a place called iFish Poke. Oh my god. The serving sizes are so big and they're so good. So shout out to iFish.
How much are parking passes? Someone's asking.
It depends on which place that you go to. I think 190. So what we just passed through was a gate. It's a gated community all year long. So you have to have your ID card to get into the community. If you don't, it's okay because there's always somebody at the front desk to be able to let you in. Look at all these parking spaces.
There is a lot of parking.
Wow! So much parking! So this is, and I'll take us actually around. This is where normally the university shuttle would pick people up. And I don't believe it'll be operating this year. However,
but there's the public bus stops too.
Yes, the B line.
Because before we had the shuttles, we would use the B line. And with your student ID, as Chico State students, you have you can ride the buses all over Butte County for free.
Yeah, it's included in your tuition. So actually, right Where is it?
And
Here.
this is the gate she's talking about, by the way.
So we're in University Village, and here is the bus stop. That's the bus stop.
Nice.
Right there. So I'm going to back up, and we're going to go to the office, to the pool, so you can see all of that goodness.
Do I know of any places that are hiring for a job? Personally, I don't. I mean, I know there's different businesses around Chico, but if you wanted to work for the university, check the Career Center's page on the school website. It'll link you over to Handshake, which is where a lot of job postings in Chico and for the university are posted. So that's a good place to check. It's called Handshake, and you can find it by Googling Handshake Chico State or going to the Career Center.
All right, so now we're gonna go into University Village.
Is there curfews for the dorms?
That's a definite no. Gross.
No, there's no curfews.
We're a state
Many
school.
of you are you were state school. Many of you are adults, and this is supposed to be like a helpful transition into moving out eventually on your own.
All right.
Is there a pedestrian gate right next to the bus stop?
Yes.
Yeah. You can kind of see like a car gate, pedestrian gates, bus stop, right there. Bike racks.
Gated community.
It's a gated area.
This is one of the laundry rooms.
Awesome.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
So this is where we have one on both sides of University Village. So University Village is split into North and South community, and so there's one on either side, so you don't have to like lug your laundry over. The way that they work, they're not coin operated. So behind us, and somebody's using it right now, but she's adding to what's called a wash card. So you would use your debit card, your credit card. You could add money to it, and then you use the wash card to do your laundry.
There's like slots for you to pick.
Yeah. So this is one of the laundry areas.
Awesome.
Bye, Denise. You too. So right here is one of the main offices, and across the way is one of the professional staff members' offices. So we'll go into the main office. Hola.
Hola.
Yeah, you gotta say something.
No me reconoces, ¿verdad?
Sí. Sí.
Bien, ¿y usted?
También bien.
Say hi.
Ya no estamos aquí.
Todavía estoy aquí.
¿Qué estás? ¿No estás? Ay, Dios mío.
These are some of our wonderful housing employees just having a nice lunch. They're super friendly, I'm telling you. When I used to live here,
We love them.
yes, they're amazing.
Dale más mensajes bonitas.
All right.
I know, I love Manuela too.
So-
She's like my mom.
In the summer, we do cover the pool just because, right now we typically have summer groups. It kind of operates like a hotel during the summer. But since, COVID, we don't have any, so we covered the pool. But we have brand new furniture for the pool.
I saw that. Those are so cute.
They're so comfy, honestly. We have a bunch of pool toys, pool floaties. We've got grills that people can use if they want to grill. So we've got a lot out here.
Yeah, and it's pretty central. You can see buildings around kind of the center lawn area and pool.
Yeah.
Someone said, are all the doors on campus NFC tags? I'm not sure what that.
What the Nuggets is NFC?
I have no idea.
I'm assuming you mean like the hotel key tap ones.
That's what I was thinking, but
So
no.
all of our doors at University Village are.
Yeah.
At
Housing.
University Housing will be.
Yeah, so housing doors are like that. It's not really like that, I would say, for a lot of other buildings on campus.
I know that they're, I think, probably moving to transition into that.
Is there a noise limit by a certain time, so quiet hours?
Yes.
Yes, there's quiet hours.
And then here is another professional staff member's office. So this is where you would go if you wanted to meet with a professional staff member.
So
And again, bachelorette.
yeah, nice open lounge by Manila.
Okay, yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
And this is where the front desk would normally be. Obviously it's closed, but this is where you would go if you had questions, comments, anything like that.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess
And-
I need a master key.
Yeah. At the front desk, while Emily gets the master key, you can come check out things like cleaning supplies, a vacuum. If you wanted the keys to the grill, you would come here. There's always a guest attendant here to help guests. Thank
We're gonna have to
you.
grab it.
Oh, from in there? Okay, I'll just walk around outside. Let me see if I can answer some questions. Where do we get our IDs? Great question. So you get your ID card in the library on the right hand side. There's an office called ITSS office, and they say ITSS on the door. It's on the right side of the library, and you can go in there and get your picture taken and have your ID. And the cool thing is that compared to a lot of other universities, if you happen to lose your student ID, it's pretty affordable at our campus.
What,
It's only,
$2?
yeah, it's like $2. For sure less than, it's only a couple bucks to get your ID again. Get a new one. Nice. So
we
this
are
is the entryway.
currently in University Village. So this is a lounge space for everybody. It has a coat rack area. Some people will hang their bikes in there. People will put a TV over here. Again, just like a hangout space. It has a sink over here because this is one of the shared bathrooms. We can actually go there.
Can the students apply to be a guest attendant? I called it guest attendant, but it's a desk attendant is the name for it.
You can apply. I don't think the applications are open right now. But what you can do is go on to Handshake. Handshake will give you an option that whenever University Housing posts a job, it'll notify you.
Yeah.
So when something does come up, you could get an email that way.
But just so you know, yes, those are student positions that are held. Are you able to have visitors overnight in the dorm? And they
No.
keep calling them dorms. That's what I'm reading off the question, but residence halls.
Yeah, typically we would allow you to, in a non-COVID situation, we would let you have guests stay the night. And in this case, we would not. Unless they're already living in the building with you, they can't come into the building.
So if I have a friend living in Whitney Hall and I live here, could I bring them here?
No.
No. Okay.
But if you're in University Village in this building and you have a friend in another building, because it's still University Village, they can come in.
Got it. So people in the same residence halls can associate and kind of hang out with each other and stuff. Got it.
Associate. I like that.
Yeah.
So this is one of our kitchens. I think they're still in the process of making sure that everything is getting set up for you. But this is why University Village, you don't need a micro fridge because you have a fridge. You also have another fridge. In
Yeah,
some
it's
of them,
pretty nice.
And a microwave. So it's a pretty big setup. There's a patio or a balcony depending on what floor that you're on.
Yeah.
Get out of here,
Here,
Mary.
I'll open that. Have some nice plants out here, some chairs. And then if you are on the second floor, there is a balcony up there too.
Yeah. And then this is what a double space will look like. Again, sometimes the layouts are a little bit different based off of how the building is set up, but all the rooms essentially look like this.
Yes.
Deep, 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 deep.
Let me see. So can we have guests in our dorm rooms? We already answered that. Only if they already live in that residence hall. Are you able to have visitors overnight? No.
They live in that residence hall only.
Yeah, only if they live in that residence hall. And then someone said, yes, love the earrings.
Thank you, thank you.
The ID mag strips is what used to open doors, is what it looks like it is. Kind of like a hotel. So if we don't have our IDs, can we still navigate campus? Yes.
Yeah. University Village, I don't know if they're moving it over. I think that they are.
Turn on the
University
light.
Village has what are called fobs, which again is like a hotel. And so the fob is what you hold up to the... I almost said a really bad word in Spanish. But it's what you would like hold up to the door to get in, and then you would have your ID card to get into your space.
Got it. So we just looped in from that room. This is the bathroom, and it has 2 doors. So we just came in one and are out the other, and we end up in another room.
And again, same sort of setup. I think this one just feels a little bit differently. You can adjust the heights of your bed. You can't bump them, but you can adjust the heights of them.
Yeah, you can adjust the heights of...
Because you'll see that one's like significantly lower than this one.
And then also every room does have like their private little entryway too.
Yeah, so you have to, when in University Village, you can always exit out that way, but you always have to come in through the lounge space.
Got it.
It builds
Like
community.
it's like a living room door, right?
Yes, exactly.
Like one front door of the house, and you can exit out the back door.
Right, totally on point. Okay. So now let's go see a double studio.
Yeah. The cool thing is I got to live in both.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, my freshman year I lived in a cluster, and then when I was in RA, I got my own studio. It was wonderful.
Wonderful.
So wait, so they're gonna get to have their own studio too, because it used to be shared.
So most of our studios, there's only going to be a couple of studios. Most of our studios are actually going to be utilized for quarantine spaces, I believe.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
So for those of you asking again, joining us, yes, you are allowed to live on campus in the fall. Kind of why we are showing you this virtually. We are taking applications for housing. Go to csuchico.edu/housing to start your application and submit that. Let's see. And yeah, to go back to that question about not having your IDs and still being able to navigate campus. Yes, you don't really need your ID to get into to like every building academically, like for class. It is really handy to have though, because there are certain like maybe lab spaces, offices, if you work on campus, that you would have like special access to with your ID card. So moral of the story is your ID card in college is really important, because it can get you into a lot of things, and free public transportation in the Butte County.
I always recommend like having your ID card on a lanyard or like something that makes it easy to grab and easy to find, because those dang things get lost.
Yes. And I usually think like people do, especially their first year. Here they have like their keys and their ID and everything together.
What is it? How to spot a freshman? And they have
Yeah,
their
lanyards.
Alright, so right now what we're going into is a double studio. Eventually. So this is a double studio, and again, it would only be one person. So all the furniture would remain. And the studio is this, like, just kind of like what is a studio is. There's no like separating your bed from the kitchen. It's all kind of just together, which I honestly kind of don't mind.
I don't mind it. I loved living in a studio. You can kind of, again, make it your own space just by how you rearrange the furniture in here.
Yeah. And I know for people who might have been tuning in, like, everything looks really bare. Well, yeah, because you haven't put your own pizzazz on it.
Yeah, we're kind of showing you just how you would see it when you walked in on the day that you move in.
Yeah.
Got a little table. How's laundry going to work? Earlier we showed the laundry rooms. There's cards. So all of the residence halls have their own little laundry units. Let's see. For the move-in day, are your parents allowed to help? You can have one person to come help you move in.
And we'll be sending out a lot of information about move-in. And I'll be hosting Zoom meetings and webinars as well. And you're always welcome to schedule a one-on-one Zoom meeting with me as well.
Since it's all singles, what do we do with the extra bed? You will have to, kind of get creative with how you rearrange.
You can make it like a little couch.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah, make a little couch. What I've seen people do is, and you have to be careful because there are some things that we allow and like some things that we don't. But I've seen people make put a canopy over this and make it like their own little
oh, that's cute.
meditation space. Like I saw Jeff Berman do
Or like
that.
a bunch of pillows and make it seating.
Yeah, just because I know a lot of people are really particular with their bed. Like, don't sit on my bed. Okay, great. Now you have another bed for somebody to sit on.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, that was the vent. So this is the bathroom. I remember having mine really cute.
I love UV.
I love UV too.
UV is
Your private bathroom. Come on, that's nice.
no. UV is literally the best. I love UV more than I love any other hall.
Okay, and this is a studio for those of you asking. And are there any rooms just for one person? Yes, there are single rooms that were meant originally. There are single rooms that are meant originally for one person, so those rooms do have like one of everything. But there's only going to be one person in every room that they get assigned to, regardless of what that room was originally meant for, like 2 people, 3 people, etc.
I know that y'all didn't get to see. I'm gonna see what the hub looks like before.
I opened the door next to the fridge. That was the door to the little balcony and patio.
I don't think Kelly would want me to sing. So this is
So
another, yeah. So this is another like programming space. I don't think this one will be open for UV during the fall, but it's a this is where they would go to host events and things like that.
Yeah, basically just a huge like open space for different activities and events.
They've got foosball, they've got ping pong. You're more than welcome to still utilize the grills out here. A lot of people like to grill. More studios, more suite. Over here is where our jacuzzi is. The jacuzzi's popular, yo.
Yes, for those of you asking about in like non-COVID times, were there rooms meant for one person? Yes, there were. Those are single rooms. Like I said, those would have furniture meant for just one person.
So here's our jacuzzi. It
Little
doesn't
hot
look
tub.
super great right now because it's closed. This is another laundry room for this side of University Village.
Yeah.
And University Village has its own mailroom. So that's what I'm going to show you right now.
Yeah, so because UV is pretty big, you have laundry room on both sides of the complex.
And then this is the mailroom and computer lounge.
Ooh, hello
What's
there.
up, Leo?
Hi.
And this is where you would go if you wanted to grab your package or your mail. And then there's another pool as well. But it also has a TV and it's also a good hangout spot.
So Whitney Hall was the mailroom for most of those other residence halls that we showed earlier.
Yeah, Whitney Hall is the mailroom for everywhere except University Village.
There's a bathroom in here, snack machines, and the pool. Another pool is through those doors as well.
2 pools.
So yeah, pretty sweet. UV has 2 pools, one for each side, and a hot tub.
Bye, Leo. Have a good day.
So this is another machine where you would add money into your laundry cart as well for you to check that out. Thank you.
You are welcome.
Do you recommend living on campus?
What's up, Chris? Again.
Let's see. Let me go ahead and answer some of these. So, do I recommend living on campus if you are a freshman and classes are all virtual?
Yeah.
Give him that good vibe.
I will. Good vibe commencing. I think that it depends on what your experience and what you're looking for, and knowing what the changes are going into it are going to make a difference. We do accept individuals whose entire class schedule is virtual. That's not a precursor to you not getting onto campus. It's whether or not you are prepared to understand, okay, you're going to be in a room by yourself. It's going to be different from a typical fall. Are you okay with that? Yeah, I would move in. And I think it depends, what's your family life like? What's your budget like? Or those are a lot of determining factors. If those things are set and you're I don't care about that answer, I really just want to know what your opinion is. I know that our professional staff, I know that our hub programming team is making a lot of changes to make sure that people don't feel isolated when they come here. So I would say I think that it's still a good option for people to live on campus.
I agree with that too. I know I'm staying in Chico even though most of my classes
Yeah.
are online. I like having my own space. I like being able to walk everywhere. I'm originally from San Diego, so it's completely different vibe. But yeah, I think it would still be a good experience. You're still going to be able to meet other people.
I think the cool thing is if you're a student, Chico when school is in session versus Chico when school isn't in session is totally different.
Yes.
And I think that you'll get to experience the more relaxed Chico, and that's my favorite Chico. Not that I don't love it when the students are here, But because I like to stay busy, I like that activeness, right? But I think like a soft, easy Chico, that's my vibe.
Yes. Let's see. I agree. Somebody said it's the experience of going away to college, and so grateful to have the option if you are able to go.
Pumpkin.
Yes, you still have to buy a parking pass.
Yeah.
If you want to bring your vehicle. And then for studios, do I recommend pots and pans? Yes. For all of these residence halls that we've shown that have like kitchens, it's all, it's best to just bring kind of things that you like to use, your own stuff that you can kind of clean and take care of.
And if you're living in a house or a suite with people where a kitchen is going to be available, we're going to let you know who your suite mate is prior to moving so that you can coordinate pots and pans, and so you're not bringing duplicates and stuff like that.
Yeah, awesome. So at this time, I'll go ahead and take any last minute questions because we're going to get ready to end this and kind of wrap it up. I hope y'all enjoy this. Let us know if you want us to do another one. I will be posting this on Chico State admissions page, and housing Instagram will be posting it as well, or reposting it. So we'll save this if any of you want to go back to specific residence halls and check those out. But while we make our way back to the car, I think I'll go ahead and say goodbye. Thank you for joining us.
Bye.
Thank you, Emily.
You're
Bye,
welcome.
everyone. Have a good day.